Greetings, my lovely Aries people. I'm here for a late night reading. And I actually wasn't going to do any readings tonight, but then I took a little nap, woke up, and I'm ready. I'm ready to do some messages for you guys. And the message that I'm doing here specifically with this general spread, Aries, is a message for those of you who are in connections and have found out that there is a third party involved in your connection. This is how to get rid of the third party out of your connection so that you can increase the love and the building of stability with your person. So this, of course, is a general spread. If you find that the story here does not resonate with you, don't panic. There will be future readings in which your story is told. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on those readings. And as always, I ask for your energetic support. If these messages do resonate for you, please go ahead and like this video. Help me out with the algorithm here. It's much appreciated. So, Aries, beautiful Aries people, let's go ahead and get some messages on the board for you. All right, Spirit, what do we have here for our Aries who are struggling with a third party in their connection with their love? How does my Aries go ahead and get rid of that third party so that they can have the closeness and the connection they desire with the one that they adore? All right, Aries, so we'll be looking at this situation from multiple fronts. We're definitely going to examine what it is that your person feels, thinks, and wants with this third party so that you understand what you're dealing with exactly. All right, because once we know that, we'll also know from Spirit how you can best get in there, disrupt that energy, and sweep that third party right out of your life. All right, so let's get started. Your person is showing up with this God of Swords, which is the King of Swords in most tarot decks, and the Goddess of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups in most decks. This is the energy. This is what your person is currently feeling, thinking, doing in regards to the third party that they have introduced into the relationship. So what is motivating your person with this King of Swords energy is this energy, and I'm really feeling a very masculine tone here, which, you know, I always call out genders and energy when I see it as it is, because sometimes a king shows up and it doesn't necessarily mean a man, but in this case I'm just seeing a very masculine type energy, which females do possess as well. So basically this third party connection is motivated by the fact of your person wanting to feel on top of the world, wanting to feel as if they are living life on their own terms, and part of that for your person is having anyone that they desire come to them, be with them, be under their allure, is the word that Spirit is using, right? But with this Queen of Cups energy, your person doesn't completely have control, with this being in reverse, of their emotional state. Like they're not dealing with this third party from a place of feeling emotionally fulfilled or emotionally in control. So there is some instability here as far as what your person is feeling at their core and their motivations and their reasons for their involvement with this third party. So basically, what all that is saying is, even though it may look like a strong connection, which may scare you, Aries, on the surface, know that it's built on an unstable foundation. That connection with the third party is built on an unstable foundation. Your person really is closing off and not listening to some of the more intuitive sides of themselves, which may be telling them at this time that this connection is not a good idea with this Queen of Cups in reverse. But they're kind of being stubborn and just going headstrong with it regardless, right? Like they feel like they can do it, they have the right to do it, and that's just what it is. That's why I'm picking up a very masculine thing. Like it feels like masculine and in charge, right? Although it is, like I said, built on an unstable platform, unstable foundation. So we know that when a house is built on an unstable foundation, how long can it really stand? Yes, it can go for some time. So you don't want to ignore this situation, Aries, because if you do, it can be long lasting. So there are things that you're going to need to do to just upend this particular connection, right? Or it could be something that goes on for quite some time, which is, of course, what we want to avoid. With this Four of Swords showing up here, Aries, what I'm seeing is your person, their justification, and this is from your person's perspective, the justification that they have in their mind that allows them to sleep at night without feeling guilty about engaging this third party is that they felt in a situation in the connection with you, they felt unstable. They felt like there was no peace there, or there is no peace in their connection with you. And so that suggests to me that there's been maybe some arguing, some fighting, things like that go on between you that your person is finding disturbing, and therefore they're using that in their minds as an excuse to move forward with this third party, or they used it as an excuse to allow the third party in to begin with, more accurately. So that is an area that you may want to look at addressing. Like this person is saying, Aries, my Aries is not my peace, and I need someone who is going to be my peace. PEACE, my peace of mind, my peace at the end of the day, my peace as far as someone who supports me and supports my aims and goals. Again, we are looking at what is in your person's mind. So when you look at reality, you, Aries, may be looking at it and saying, well, wait a minute, I am this person's back. I've got this person's back. I am their peace. I am this. But Aries is not viewing it that way. Like I said, there's an energy here that I'm picking up off of this card of a lot of confusion as far as arguing and fighting and not seeing eye to eye with your person. And that is what your person has brought in as the reason in their mind that it's okay to go ahead and step out with this third party. All right. The third party is showing up here with the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in reverse. And they're showing up. This is kind of like what they have recently done to gain the advantage with your person, the advantage of being there, the advantage of standing still. And with this Knight of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like an energy of oh man, my vocabulary is failing me here. Unconventional is the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Spirit. So this person kind of came at your person, Aries, with an unconventional way of thinking, an unconventional way of doing things, an unconventional way of moving. And this attracted your person, Aries. Like, this made your person look at the third party and say, oh, you know, he or she is not like your average person. They move differently. They have, I'm not bored with them. I never know what to expect. They keep me on my toes. This is exciting. This is fun is the word I'm getting off of it. And what they're failing to see with this third party at the moment is the fact that along with all this unconventional, they're not seeing what it's rooted in. And there is some instability there within this third party that your person has either kind of excused, looked past the red flags, but they're not really looking at that and addressing it or seeing it for what it is, okay? So that's what I'm seeing there. With this Ace of Cups is telling me that your person really, and don't shoot the messenger, Aries, but your person is looking to spark something, that their intention is to spark something with this third party that leads to a lot of love type feelings, a lot of emotion, a lot of lovey-dovey type energy, right? Like, that's what they're looking. And it is, I'm sorry to say, Aries, a feeling of someone who may feel ready to move on from their connection with you, but before they move on, they want to make sure that they're set up in their next connection. So instead of doing the honorable thing, which would be to say, you know what, Aries, I don't feel like this is working out. They're looking around to see who they can get and establish something with before they go ahead and let go of what they already have. So it's a very selfish type of emotional expression, but it is what it is. Don't despair yet, Aries. We're still looking at the motivations that are here on the part of your person, and then we're going to examine, I promise you, what you can do about it in order to save the connection that you have and to get rid of this third party interference. All right. So, with that being said, we're looking at this Goddess of Swords, which is this Queen of Swords in the reverse, as to what it is that you can do. Like, this is very straightforwardly an action step that you can do to disrupt the energy that the third party has going with your person. And when this Queen of Swords is upright, she could be many things, but she's definitely a direct communicator. But this isn't indicative of communication that's straightforward, that causes conflict. This is just being very straightforward, saying what they mean and meaning what they say, and not allowing bullshit, but not in an argumentative manner. It's just by the way that this Queen of Swords carries herself. But since she showed up in the reverse, the action step here for you would be, excuse me, one moment. Sorry, Aries. I've had this dry tickle thing in my throat all day. The action step here for you, Aries, is very specifically talking about gauging your communication with this person, not being argumentative, not, further escalating, as we talked about in this Four of Swords, where your person was like, this Aries is not my piece. This is like, yes, you're going to tell the truth and you're going to be straightforward, but with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, I'm picking up, you don't have to be constantly stating your truth. You select your moments. You select which battles very carefully that you're going to take up with your person, okay? And so being more selective and being straightforward yet diplomatic in the way that you speak to your person. So it's kind of like, you hear a lot of relationship counselors in particular talk about fighting fair and how to have a difficult discussion without it turning into war. And that is really the energy that you need to exude with your person. And it's going to take a lot of patience on your side, Aries. It's going to be something that's going to be switching up how you normally do things. So you're going to have to be patient with yourself and your person, because as you start to exude this energy that we're talking about here, your person will not have gotten that memo yet. So the first thing that they're going to try to do is engage in the way that they've been engaging with you, in a more argumentative manner. So you are going to have to be the adult in the room and be more patient and say and state and be more steady with your energy, is what I'm saying. So it's going to, especially at first, take extra patience on your part. But as you continue to do so, and as you are vigilant in doing that, I think it will become easier for you to pull off and master. Okay? But that is a key action step for you in regards to upending this connection with your third party in this relationship, if that makes sense. I hope that I said that correctly. All right. So with this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this is really representative of the weakness that the third party has in their connection with your person. And what I'm seeing here, again, if this Four of Pentacles were upright, this would be someone who's holding on to your person, holding on for dear life. But with it being in the reverse, I don't feel like the third party is in that state of mind in regards to your person. Like I said, with your person's intentions here, with this Ace of Cups, your person was looking or intending to have someone that they could step into their next connection with, and it already have a strong emotional tie to before they would think about even leaving the connection with you. But I don't see where the third party has that type of commitment type energy towards your person at this point in time. May not even be totally sold on your person. Yes, they are engaging, they are doing their thing, but it's almost like a take it or leave it type energy. Like if your person, Aries, were to call it off, or if your person were to start to act in a way that the third party could not appreciate, then I don't see the third party going to great lengths to hold on. All right. So that is in itself good news, because that means that this third party isn't just completely digging in, all right, to hold on no matter what to the connection. All right. So with the Three of Wands in the reverse here, I'm seeing that your person has an expectation of you that as soon as things get to a certain point, or as soon as your person steps forward to say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore with you, Aries, they expect you to quietly exit the building. Like without delay. And that's the key words, without delay. They just expect you to just get up and get out without delay. This is how they're viewing you in regards to the relationship with you and the third party interference. So I also have a feeling for many of you, Aries, that they actually feel that there's a timetable here that they can play around with this third party before you just leave, right? Like they expect you to make an exit. That's how they're viewing you. So it's important to know how they're viewing the third party as well as how they're viewing you. And that gives you an overall view of what it is that you need to do. Hold on one moment while I get this message off this card. All right, with this Two of Cups, this Two of Cups represents here a renewal of the partnership between you and your person, Aries. So you making, and again, if you are listening to and looking for information here in this particular reading, it is because you wish to stay with your person. All right. So understand that I'm not talking to Aries individuals that are like, I'm out. You know, like if this is I'm out, then there's no need to even be concerned about the third party, which is actually what your person expects from you. But for those of you Aries that are like, no, I'm here and I'm staying here and I'm getting rid of this third party, it's going to take a complete renewal of your partnership with your person, Aries. So we're talking about reviving those feelings that once were there, especially at the beginning when your relationship was in the quote unquote honeymoon period, right? So we're talking about really looking at ways to get your lover back on board, connect, be there, be present, be their peace, be the things that they were saying here were missing. Now, this doesn't come up in every reading that I do about a third party interfering. So this is important because this says to me that if you commit to this, if you can get back into that state of being, if you can move with your partner, Aries, in a way that restores the good feelings, the romance, the partnership, the being on equal ground, all those lovely things that we do when we first come into union with our partners, you can actually blow the third party out of the water. Like if you turn on your magnetism, Aries, you turn the sexy back on, you turn all those things that you used to do that showed your partner how much you cared and how emotionally connected the two of you could be, you will completely blow that third party out of the water. The third party won't even have a chance of remaining in this connection. That is powerful, Aries. Very powerful. All right. So with this King of Wands in the reverse, one of the ways to do this is to dial back what it is. Like sometimes we get entrenched in my needs, I need this from you, I need this, me. You've got to dial that back with this King of Wands in reverse. And because the King of Wands, whether you're male or female, can represent selfishness, right? So you've got to dial that back somewhat and think we, all right, versus me. And again, that's how you pull your partner back into this state of affairs with you, all right? Less me and more we. And just even changing the way you speak in that manner will be powerful, is what Spirit's telling me. Again, this is all going to be a lot of patience on your part. It's going to, I feel, for many of you Aries, feel like you're moving backwards instead of forwards, and it may feel that way for some time, but it's really not. It's really creating and restoring a strong connection to your partner. That's what I'm getting with that King of Wands in reverse. So with the Four of Cups here, what that's telling me is if you are to handle your situation in the ways that we've been talking about here, Aries, you're going to see less poutiness. And that's the word that I get from Spirit, is like you probably have been experiencing this energy of pouting with your partner, especially if you think to prior to this third party getting involved. You know, there was it felt like your person at that point in time was doing a little pity party and a lot of poutiness, and that may still be continuing, especially for those of you who live with your partners. That may be continuing even now into this day when they are at home engaged with you, right? So you'll know that what you're doing is working when that energy starts to diminish, when they're with you and, you know, say it's Thursday night and this is the night that they're home and away from the third party, what have you. Instead of them sitting around moping or sitting around in a funky, stagnant type energy with you, right? As if they're not happy about the one-on-one time. When you start to see a release of this, then you definitely know that the actions that you're taking are moving things in the right direction, and you will want to keep going. All right. So this lack of selfish poutiness, moodiness type of energy from your partner is your surefire sign that your plan's working and that you need to keep it moving. All right. So the last message here that I have on the board is the Six of Swords. And let me actually pull a clarifier on this because I'm getting a few things. So bear with me for one moment, Aries. And while I shuffle my clarification deck and call Spirit to give us some clarity on this message, go ahead and like this video. Give me a thumbs up, okay? Consider following me or subscribing to my channel, helping me build this community here online. All right, let's see. So I have it clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Interesting. So this Six of Swords in the reverse is coming up as a warning against you, Aries, standing in an energy, first of all, of I can do everything I need to do for myself. I don't need my partner to kick in and do things that I can do for myself. Allow your partner to have a place with you where there are certain things that you need them to fulfill, even if you've got to fake that till you make it. And what I mean by that is, a classic example of that, and this is just a simplified example to kind of drive my point here of what I mean. So, as women, those of us feminine energy, sometimes, we can get up to that top shelf and grab things for ourselves because, we know how to take care of things that we need to take care of to get done what we need to get done. But then if you've got the masculine around and you just play on that masculine to say, oh, can you reach that for me? I'm just, a little too short and you're so tall, and, that type of thing. So what I'm saying here basically is, don't just take on doing everything for yourself. Engage your partner in what they can do to assist in the day-to-day things. Again, you're restoring this partnership. Your partner helps you with certain things, whether that's financially, whether that's physically around the home, whatever it is, emotionally. Instead of taking the mantle and saying, I'll just do it, I'll just get it done, it'll be easier if I just do it. Engage your partner. Engage your partner's sense of wanting to help out and be there, because I do feel an energy of your partner feeling not needed by you, Aries, right? And so you need to engage that part of them that lets them know that you do need them, even if truly you don't, but you're going to engage them so that they feel that they have a place in your life that's of value. All right. And you also want to engage the sense of letting them know in the things that you do, mainly in the things that you do is what I'm feeling here, but also in the things that you say, that they are, that they are the one for you. They are wish fulfillment for you. They are who you want and need. You need to exude that more in your actions than you actually do in your speech. And that will go a long way with your partner, okay? Failure to do these things will just leave your partner in this stuck state of, I'm going to go out there and seek my emotional my next emotional fulfillment. I'm going to go seek that so I can head out, and do my thing with this third party. So that's the warning there for you, Aries. All right, Aries, these are your messages. Again, I hope this has all been very helpful for you. This is very doable for you. This getting this third party to exit. Like I said, this third party does not feel as if they have totally signed off on your person. They may be in it. They may be having fun. They may be looking like they're going nowhere, but they don't have a strong sense of needing to hold on to your partner for any reason. And your partner really is not aware of that. side of them. They're not showing your partner that side of them. This is completely doable, Aries. This is completely doable. And to be honest, I don't think, it's going to take a whole lot of heavy lifting on your part for you to get to the result that you want here. All right. So be encouraged, Aries. I know it's a rough situation. I know. But be encouraged, because you can completely blow this third party out of the water. If these messages have been helpful, Aries, sorry, I can't speak here. Please, like I said, like my video. It helps tremendously with the channel, and I'll see you next time.